This video is for students who have applied to, been accepted to, and plan to participate in the Queen's Court Integrated Learning Community. As you know, Queen's Court is one of Fordham's residential colleges and integrated learning communities. And in addition to the residential component, it also has an academic component in which select core classes are offered in the Queen's Court Residence Hall, and those courses are only open to Queen's Court residents. You should only be watching this video, like we said, if you have applied to, been accepted to, and plan to participate in Queen's Court. Although students are strongly encouraged to take one or more of the Queen's Court class sections if they are a resident of the building, it's not required. So if none of these courses work with your schedule or nothing will fit, you don't need to take one or more of these class sections as a condition of living in Queen's Court. We'll show briefly how to search for these classes, which is very easy to do. We'll return to our familiar Browse Classes page, select the appropriate term from the drop-down menu, and click Continue. We always click Advanced Search. Because Queen's Court is only at Fordham College at Rose Hill, we need to select Fordham College Rose Hill from the drop-down menu. Because there are several different courses offered in the Queen's Court Residential College, we're going to want to search for these courses by course attribute. So we can just start typing in Queen's, and Queen's Court will pop up here. So we'll click it, everything looks good, and we'll click Search. You can see there are four options that show up here: Composition 2, Understanding Historical Change, Philosophy of Human Nature, and Faith and Critical Reason. We can see if we click on Composition 2, for example, under Restrictions, it says must be enrolled in Queen's Court. That's why if you are accepted to Queen's Court, your record will be tagged with the Queen's Court attribute, which will permit you to register for one or more Queen's Court classes. If you were to try to register for a Queen's Court class without being a Queen's Court resident, you would get what's called a student attribute error, which means that your account does not have the required Queen's Court student attribute. So it would look like this: student attribute restriction. If you think that you've been accepted into Queen's Court and the system is not letting you register for the Queen's Court class, be sure to contact the Office of Residential Life at the number that appears on your screen to clarify your status, and they will follow up with the Office of Academic Records to make sure that your record has the appropriate attribute. Just a couple of important final notes about Queen's Court classes. First, even though you may be informed about your acceptance into the Queen's Court Residential College several weeks prior to when you're able to register for classes for the first time, you would still need to wait until your assigned registration day and time to register for the Queen's Court class. Simply being accepted does not permit you to register for this class early. It would just become part of the schedule for which you register several weeks after you're accepted into the program. Second, even though these Queen's Court classes are small class sections and are given in the residence halls, they are not Eloquentia Perfecta 1 courses. So just be sure not to mix that up.